Did you have good lunch? Wonderful lunch. Yes, thank you. Enjoyed? Yes, very good. Enjoyed with your meditation? Okay, good. Very good. So we talked about a little bit about compassion, right? Do you like compassion? Do you want to have a compassion mind? Yes. And actually, in reality, we have the root of compassion, right? Do you believe that? Root of compassion within us when we when we born. We have compassion naturally, I think. Even though not human beings, even though like animals, they have compassion too. It's amazing. If you have compassion and take care of someone, they will love you, right? If you feed the birds, and they will come and they will sing you. If they feed the deers, and this morning what is the name of deer? Nabi. And he's a Nabi, and they will come. And they love them, because the compassion, if we take care of someone, they know that. So everybody has a compassion, actually. That's the good thing. Very good one. Especially the human beings. We are very fortunate, because we have amazing life. Some animals really nice, good, but they cannot understand about like this kind of spiritual things, even though they want. They don't know how to meditate, maybe. I don't know. But especially human beings, we have intelligent, wisdom mind. So that's we really need to understand. We have, we possess that, the good qualities, intelligent, wisdom, compassion, all the very good. But we must know how to develop also, even though we have a compassion, but our compassion is very sort of narrow, small, not the great compassion, So we have compassion with, your children, your family, but that's not pure compassion, pure compassion. It's kind of, you mixed, attachment, Your compassion, you love your children because of attachment. You love your family because of attachment. I mean, that's not bad. But pure compassion, great compassion means you love all beings, wishing, that wishing free from all suffering and then cause of happiness. That's the great compassion. That's we don't have. But we need to develop it, We can do that. We don't have, and if we don't practice like that, that kind of compassion never come, automatically. So we have to practice and develop. And and also we must know how to sort of take care of ourselves in an intelligent way, Intelligent way, that means we need to take care of ourselves first, of course, but intelligent way, because we are human beings, because we have intelligence, we have wisdom, mind. So we need to understand how to take care of ourselves in an intelligent way. So right now, kind of we do things like killing, other beings for our own interest, We lie, other beings on our interest, We find happiness in other beings' unfortunate circumstance. That's not intelligent way to take care of ourselves. If I steal, someone's wallet, money, then I have that money, but then this person, will suffer, and the result also I will suffer. So right now, people doing like people really find happiness in other beings, unfortunate circumstances. So that's how we take care, most people right now. So that's not really intelligent way take care of ourselves, So I think very important to know how to take care of ourselves and investigate what kind of things we want and we like, and what kind of things we don't like. And then think about other situation, same way as our situation, and put ourselves in their place. And then we will understand. If you do this, we will understand that they're also same as us, right? Also same as us. Don't want suffering. And if you do this, you also will gradually come to see all beings as equal, with no difference between you and them. So that's how we develop compassion, If you really do understand this, then you do not have desire to harm others, right? And then you can sort of try to develop your great compassion in this way. So that's very important to know, because sometimes people don't care others, just only focus on on their self, and that kind of then they ignore others, harm others. I think compassion is amazing. What do you call it? Emotion. Compassion is what kind of thing?
Way of being.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. It's amazing. Compassion is amazing. So that if you think like that, everything, all sentient beings is equal. Really, you will understand. You don't want to harm others. So that's why how you develop your compassion. Otherwise, sometimes people say, well, all sentient beings have been, your parents, your relative, your friends. That's also good, but that's kind of difficult if you don't believe past and future life, in cause and karma, all this. Difficult to develop, yeah. But this is clear, all sentient beings, don't want suffering and want happiness. That's clear, right? No question at all. All sentient beings need happiness. And very important, you should put yourself their place, If someone's suffering, you should visualize it is you that you're suffering, how you feel, you will understand. So then you don't want that kind of, suffering. So that's the same. That's why we say all sentient beings are equal. In our prayer, what do you call it? The last prayer? Prayer
for boundless qualities.
For boundless qualities, the last line, the last sentences, what is that?
Free from attachment and aversion.
Free from attachment and aversion to those near and far. Near and far. That means equal. All beings want happiness. If you want, you can touch all attachment, all sentient beings, if you can. But if you have attachment, your side, and then what is the opposite attachment? Aversion, detach, aversion, their side. Then not equal, right? Not equal. So then you cannot grow great compassion. You have a compassion, only your side, like, close to you, friends, family, children, like that. That's very small compassion. So great compassion. And also sometimes we say Bodhicitta is great compassion. So that's, in order to develop that compassion, you have to understand all sentient beings is equal. That means no suffering, happiness. And so I think that's very good for us, especially Westerners. We understand that. There's no question. So I think that's really good how to develop compassion. And there are so many causes and conditions of compassion. But I think the most important cause and condition are we really need to know that all sentient beings is equal and don't want suffering. That's the most cause and condition of compassion. So through these kind of analysis, you will begin to develop your compassion for other beings. If someone think I don't want suffering, I want happiness, but in order to have happiness, I can harm others, and I don't care others, their situations. That is we call selfish person. Not good. Selfish person. Selfish people focus only on their own well-being, and the result is always in something wrong with others. And as long as they have a wrong motivation, they're always suffering. No find happiness. Because the happiness arises from taking care of others. Really, taking care of others, happiness. Happiness doesn't arise from being self-centered, Selfish people, no happiness. Selfish people, no compassion. I don't like selfish people. That's not so good for everybody. Selfish people think always something wrong with others. They're always perfect. No problem. Something wrong others. Oh, they do that. Oh, there is Woodpecker. Woodpecker. Big one. Wow, woodpecker. So, looking for food. Well, they're not vegetarian, you know. That's okay for them. All right. And so happiness comes from taking care of others. You know that? Do you know that? In order to have that happiness, we need great compassion. And this is very clear. If you look at the difference between Buddha and ordinary people, you know, ordinary beings, it will be sort of very easy to understand. The Buddha worked for the benefit of all beings, you know, and achieved enlightenment. Ordinary beings focus only on their own well-being, right? And are still suffering in this samsara. Samsara is never finished, never ever finished. Because beginningless, we call beginningless cyclic existence, right? Samsara means cyclic existence. Never ended.
Never ends.
Never ends. Except, what is that calendar?
The mind?
A mind calendar.
You want to know the word samsara, right?
Yeah.
Samsara.
Samsara, Sanskrit term.
Yeah.
So samsara means this world, the universe. Okay?
Is it the same as suffering?
What?
Is it also suffering?
Well, both happiness and suffering, right? We are very happy, but sometimes we are very unhappy because we are in here. I mean, we have both good karma and bad karma, right? So both, if we have both good karma and bad karma, then sometimes we're happy, sometimes suffering. If we have only good karma, we're only happy. If we have only bad karma, only suffering. So we are as long as in suffering, samsara and the universe. So then we have both. We will experience both good and bad, suffering and happiness. You know, so that's why, you know, it's very clear. Yeah.
What is karma exactly?
Karma. Karma. Well, easy way say karma means, well, when you get hungry, you eat some food. You're very full and very comfortable. That's also karma, right? And karma is also you did something bad things to others, and then the result you were suffering. That also karma. So karma is huge, detailed, very detailed, huge. So karma means like if you have a bad motivation, then you will suffer. That's clear. If you have a good intention, you will be very happy. You will be very happy. So karma is like, how to say in English karma? There is no English word.
Is it like the
Cause and
action?
effect?
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect. No.
Your sense of being?
What?
your sense of being.
No sense of
You have
being.
right action and wrong action.
Right action and wrong action, the result, yeah, I think karma means like, karma has so many meanings actually, you know, but yeah.
Could you speak a little,
Lo-
putting that in context with reincarnation?
Oh, that's more difficult. Reincarnation. I usually say that, doesn't matter there is past and future life, if there is a past and future life or not, doesn't matter. So we need focus on our life and be a good person and who has very kind mind, good heart. Then doesn't matter if there is a future life. Definitely, you will be a very benefit person, like So do not really worry about past and future life. We just really need to take care of in just this life, current life,
I meant it as a source of maybe what appears to be unexplained karma in this lifetime may have emanated from a previous.
Exactly. Yeah. If you believe that very easily. If you believe future life, then it's very easy. Like right now, you meditate, you do something good things, good at the virtuous things, and then the result. Sometimes the result, like you will experience in this life, and sometimes you will experience in future life. The karma is good. Karma, if you do something, good action, bad action, that's, what do you call it? According to Buddhism, there are so many, consciousness. So we call it ground consciousness, right? Ground consciousness. This consciousness goes the future life. So that's why we will experience the result. So that's why Tibetans believe future life, because of this. So many people, they remember their past life. So that's why that's the karma goes like many lifetimes, and karma is also goes in this life too. You're welcome. And reincarnation is difficult. I really don't know. I don't know. There is I really believe that. Buddhism, that if you really practice and work with your mind, definitely you can change good way. I believe that because of my experience. That if you do that, definitely there is no doubt. You can change your mind good way. You can grow your compassion. You can love and kindness, mindfulness, all this wisdom and emptiness. All these things you can that. So that's I need. That's I'm very interested. I'm not interested in there's future life in past life. It's I don't know. That's if you're a good person, doesn't matter. You will be good. If you're a bad person, doesn't matter. So it's I think it's really important in our life, this life, the current life, very important. This is the most important, how to take care of in our life, intelligent way, harmoniously, each other, harmoniously. That's the best important, And so we're talking about a little bit about compassion. So don't be selfish, a little bit thinking about others, it's very important because we are really, what do you call it, independent?
Interdependent.
Interdependent, yes, interdependent. In this, here, like, you are listening my teaching, and I teach you this teaching. All these are, just connected. And it's really important, society and other people. But we cannot really ignore ourselves. Of course, there is no way, no reason, we can take care of ourselves first. That's nothing wrong. That's good. But intelligent way, okay? Intelligent way. That means you should really, if you cannot help others, at least, don't harm others, So Buddha teaches his student, his followers, to become a good people. He focused only that, become a good people, to practice patience and to develop, and interested in helping others, and so that's why he teaches about compassion, right? Because the compassion is only arises for someone who has a good heart, good mind, only. Not in someone with bad motivation. Someone with bad motivation, no compassion. No compassion, they don't care others, right? So compassion arises someone who has a good mind. Good mind. So that's why he taught compassion. He understood that, Buddha understood that, compassion is only arises people who have a good mind, good heart. So, Buddha says, if you have a good mind and follow a good path, find a good path, correct path, then your life will be successful. Your life will be successful. He said that. So all the teachings of the Buddha have sort of one clear message, which is that there is nothing more important than getting to know your own mind. That's the best, or you call it, the message, right? For us. You should know and close and connected with your mind. And think about how to change good way, a good heart, kind mind. That's the only we need. That's only we need. And the reason is simple, because the source of our very suffering is discovered within this mind. The stress and the worry are produced by this mind. And on the other hand, the love and compassion also arise from this mind, right? So that's why we need to know our mind. So change good way, not bad way. Mind is sort of experiencer of each moment of our life. And all that we perceive, think and feel, So I think it's so important, mind. Amazing, Buddhism really talking about, especially if you study Buddhist philosophy, you will really understand all this consciousness, 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 all this cons Well, scientists, maybe people don't believe, the consciousness and brain are different things. But if you understand Buddhist philosophy, there is no question that the brain and the consciousness are the same. So that's why we can change our mind. But only you. Even though when the Buddha came to India, so many thousands of years, and many people were suffering, Even though Buddha is like full of compassion, he doesn't want, suffer other people. If he can, definitely he will help. But he cannot, because that's on their karma. So that's why he said, I show this you need to know. This you need to. It's very nice quotation from Buddha. I show you the method that lead to the liberation. But you should know that liberation depends upon yourself. So maybe tomorrow I will teach you a little bit about Four Noble Truths, okay? So you will understand about the things. Four Noble Truths is the Buddha's, the first teaching. Just after he got enlightenment, he taught about Four Noble Truths at the Varanasi in India. You know Varanasi, right? So, yeah. So in India, that's his first teaching, the place. So nice teaching. So I will give you that tomorrow a little bit. So our moment-to-moment mind, that's what we call moment-to-moment mind, because it moves and changes moment by moment, right? Our minds. It's not permanent. It's change, moment by moment. Now we seeing, then now we thinking. Now we hear, now we, look, So we feel, we see, it's changing all the time. So this is we called our relative mind, okay? This is very important. Actually, it's three minds, okay? I think I can say this I don't know in English, I think I can. So it's three minds working together or move into one, okay? We called perceptual mind or non-conceptual mind. And then there is another conceptual mind, right? Conceptual mind or thinking mind. Two, right? And then emotional mind or disturbing mind. So kind of three layers of relative mind. So this is kind of like Buddhist philosophy. Maybe you don't like, but you like it? Okay, perceptual mind or non-conceptual mind, and then conceptual mind, right? Conceptual mind. And what the conceptual mind and thinking mind same, and then we have emotional mind. So these are working together actually, and so this we need to know, right? But one thing is really it's important to understand how they work together and to create all the kinds of experience we go through. So the first mind, what is the first mind, doesn't harm us. perceptual, right? Doesn't harm us because, just we see, we hear, we smell, we taste, like that. It doesn't harm us. So we call this non-conceptual mind. Buddhist point of view, the philosophy point of view, non-conceptual mind. Just we see, just hear, that's non-conceptual mind. That doesn't harm us. But the other two minds are disturbed for, ordinary people. Because, they make so many problems and harm us. When you see something, then you think, oh, it's nice. Oh, it's not nice. Then you hear something, oh, beautiful, good. But only see, hear, nothing, right? But then conceptual mind working together, non-conceptual mind, that makes lots of problems and harms.
That's where judgment comes in.
That's judgment comes in, exactly. Mm-hmm. When you see, only see, no problem. But then conceptual mind judge, oh, you see, oh, beautiful. And then somebody say, no, it's not. And then you have a fight. And then you say, okay, I put here. No, that's not good. Okay, put here. No. It actually doesn't matter where I put. But we just judge, and then problem. Yeah.
Is that from store consciousness?
Yeah, I think so. Store consciousness, yeah. So that's why I say when you meditate, you should not judge, good or bad, Just whatever your thoughts, good or bad thoughts, just let go. Don't judge, So, so that's why we need to work with them and develop these two kind of minds. And the method is through only practice meditation, right? Those really good. They're working very well, non-conceptual mind and conceptual mind together working very well, That's no problem. But therefore, now, the better we know our mind and how it works, in Buddhism, we are looking at the mind and its relationship to the appearances of the world. We observe the mind to see what the mind itself is and how it sort of acts in relation to internal and external experience of everything from thoughts and emotions to sort of actual things. So Buddhism uses the kind of tools of meditation and process of reasoning, right? So always there is a reason. I think that's why I like Buddhism a lot. Something say Buddha, something say, not only saying there is behind, there is a good reason, really. It's everything is, with reason. Not only believe without reason, not only say something like, especially philosophies, there are so many logic, reason. I like that, And also in Buddhism, there are so many different schools. They argue each other. And, and then they have some schools here, good reason, and then the other school doesn't. And then, they lose, their point in debate, in debate. So that's, I think, very important, I think that's very good reason. Reason is very important. So, that's very good. Now, I think we need to meditate. I give you a special meditation, okay? I hope you will like it. So how I say this? So this meditation, according to the inner teaching of the Vajrayana, it's kind of highest. Vajrayana, it's very important path, kind of highest path in Buddhism. So, according to Vajrayana teaching, the body has this meditation we called meditate with channels. With channels, okay. This is actually in Vajrayana tradition. So according to Vajrayana teaching, our body has three channels, main three channels. And when the channels are perfectly sort of balanced, then the mind and the wind energy, right? The wind energy become more gentle and normal, you know. And the breath or the wind energy is important element of the body because it communicates, you know, between the outside and the inside of the body. So your whole body as well as your consciousness relies upon the breath. The wind energy and the mind going like, you know, together, the channels. So in the Vajrayana teaching, there is an example. Maybe if I say this example, maybe you will understand clearly. Easy to understand. For example, for the relationship between the body and channel and the wind, also we call wind, right? Wind or breath? What?
Wind or breath.
Okay, wind or breath, same, right? In Tibetan, they're different. I can't say wind. So, yeah, between body and mind, the wind energy or the breath, prana, in Sanskrit, prana, yeah, and the body is like, for example, like ground, you know, the earth, you know, and the channels are like the roads. And the wind, the breath is like a horse, okay? And the mind is like person who is riding horse. So now, if horse is untamed or wild, you know, then the person is carried everywhere, right? because the horse is untamed. You cannot control. It's difficult. I have experienced that. When I love horse, you know. When I was young, I have 3 horses. So if they're untamed, so difficult, you know. So that's why, like that, you know, they carry you, you know, everywhere, and you cannot really control. It's similar. If the wind is sort of unbalanced, then the mind is, you know, carried by the wind through all the channels of the body, you know. Then your thoughts, that's why your thoughts arises, you know, we cannot control. But if the wind element is kind of tamed or, you know, calm, and then mind that, you know, on the wind and right on the wind, it's sort of tame as well, because they are very related each other. So now So that's why this channel and your body, what you call mind and breath, are very important when you meditate. These are very important. So now I will give you some visualizations. Okay? You need to visualize 3 channels. Oh, I have a picture. You can pass around this picture. So just visualize 3 channels in your body. The left and right, and then central channel. So 3 channels: right, left, and central channel. So they are actually not part of physical body, but they are part of the energetic body, according to Vajrayana tradition. We cannot find this kind of channel in our body, physically. But definitely, yes, energy, So you should, that's why visualize 3 channels. In order to do the visualize, really important, keep your spine very straight, if you can, if possible. Then easy to visualize 3 channels in your body. So these sort of energy movements can be used in meditation along with visualization in order to diminish the negative emotions. That's why it is very important to understand these 3 channels. So now the central channel starts, you can see that picture, right? Start 4 fingers below the navel. That's the central channel. Start. And goes straight up to the top of your head. Okay? And on the right side of the central channel, there is another channel, I told you, right? And it also goes up to the head and comes down this time. It comes down to the right nostrils. The central channel just goes up in top of your head, right? But the right central channel goes up top of head and then comes down your nostrils. And then third channel is also same, like on the left side, right, of your body, the central channel, and it goes up exactly same to the head and then comes down your left nostril. That's you need to visualize. Understand? And then the right and left channel are reaching the bottom of the torso. At this point, they are merged, the right channel and left channel, they merge into the center channel. Understand? Merge into the center channel. So you visualize left and right channel like that, go down and then merge into the center channel. And then the central channel, of course, goes up like that, right? And central channel, the goes up, and then at your heart center, heart chakra, heart center. Also, you need to visualize. But first, the right and central channel are same size. But the right and left channel are same size, but the central channel is bigger than the other two, okay? And it's empty, right? Inside empty, just channel like straw, right? Straw. It's empty and clear. Visualize that. So now, you need to also this is kind of also you need to focus on breath. Is this too much for you? No, okay, good. Okay, now you need to start by breathing, right? Breathing in, visualize visualize your breath moving into the left and right channels, because you breathe in through your nostrils, right? So your right and left channels goes into nostrils, right? So you need to breathe in, and then your breath goes into the right and left center channel, and then also your breath come up the center channel, because the merge, right? The right and left channel merge into the center channel. So that's why. And then another. At the heart chakra, heart center, visualize small white, what do you call it? Spear of light. Circle, like, you know, circle, sphere, light. It's actually inside the channel, right? Central channel. But at your heart chakra. Okay? You need to visualize that. A white. So when the breath, you breathe in and goes up, and when the breath reaches this light, spear of light, imagine that spear of light gets sort of, what do you call it? Brighter, yeah, brighter, and start sort of radiant, you know, white light. Okay, and the light through your body, and it goes around your body, and then sort of thinking about, visualize that all of your negative emotions or bad karmas leaving from your body, and your mind and body become sort of clean and full of compassion, like that. You can visualize that. Understand? Are you sure?
When the light comes, or the energy comes up, there's a funnel or an empty thing here, and I'm gonna.
I mean, the central channel is empty.
Empty.
Central is the heart. You just visualize that
glowing circle.
Exactly, and then your breath, you breathe in and reach this spear of light. You know, getting sort of radiate, and a white light goes around your body and your mind, and purify, diminish all this emotion, and living from your body, and then your body become very pure, sort of full of compassion, like that. This is we call visualization, right? So visualization. Are you ready? So first, just 1 minute, 1 second, just to relax. You don't need to just start immediately, you know. That's not good. Just make sure, relax, you know, your body and mind, relax, you know, 1 second. And then you can start thinking or visualize the 3 channels. And once you visualized 3 channels, then next time you don't need to actually visualize three channels. You just focus on your breath, and breath goes into channels and goes up heart center and diminish all your negative emotions like that. So that you should do that, many times. You can do that many times. 5 minutes. Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking earlier about compassion and how we should feel about creatures that aren't part of our circle of family or friends or special animals. And those of us who live in northern Minnesota and are familiar with Buddhist concepts sometimes wonder how we should feel about the mosquitoes that come and bite us and the spiders that live in the corners and the mice that come in our houses and eat our food. How in the Buddhism teachings?
Buddhism teachings say,
Situations.
if you have that kind of circumstance, you should kill them. Well, I think there are many ways you can, protect yourself, I think, rather than kill them, right? I don't know. I think,
A mosquito only gets a millionth of a gallon of blood. And I've given away a pint of blood many times, no big deal.
Wow. There is a teacher in Tibet. He was, long time ago. Amazing teacher, and then, like afternoon, every day he went to a kind of mountain, top of the mountain, and then he took off all his clothes, and then just he meditated. All bugs and mosquitoes come and bite him. And then when he come back evening, and then people say, you should not do that. And why? Otherwise, what is for this body? He said, I'm very happy to give them. Like for that kind of teacher, lots of compassion. Actually, they just give them, But we, that's difficult. Sometimes dangerous. But I think we have many sort of ways to. I have students, and they always clean, house and all these things. And one time asking me, when they clean the house, they have lots of what do you call it? Spiders and all these things. And I don't have time to the spiders bring outside and come back. No, I don't have time that. And I vacuumed, and what should I do? So I really don't know, but I think you should, keep a, plastic bag and then put them together like that. And then when you finish, and then just whenever, you should. And she did that. It's very nice. She said, I like that. That's just, of course it's easy to vacuum them, but that's not so good, intention for the Buddhist practitioner. So if we really if you want to try to help, then you should think about, is there any way to protect, or is there, you have to kill, then there is no way, right? But you should think about, and I think there's no necessary kill them, right? Of course, very important. But if you practice compassion, automatically you will think about, think about, should I kill them or not? If this is me, what happened? If this is me, someone killed me, I will suffer. So you should yourself, put their place and think about. That's the best way. You should think about. Last week I took a bus and there is a blind person. It's helped my compassion a lot, they can't see and it's difficult, but and the bus driver is so friend person, very nice person, and he just went down and bring in, very nice. But then I just think, if this is me, I just meditated on the bus. If this is me, how I feel, like this, I can't see. It's just very difficult, Then I have a compassion towards these people. If you don't put yourself their place, maybe you can't understand. But if you think about that, then you will really understand how the suffering is, how bad. You will understand. Then automatically refrain from harm others. Come your mind. You will think about. Some people really just they mosquitoes or bugs and they put like that and hand put that, they're coming like they like to kill them, even though it's, of course not necessary, but they like kill. That's their karma. I think there's maybe past life or something, I don't know. But some people really, even though not practitioners, they have lots of compassion. They don't want to kill them, But especially if you're a practitioner, we should think about, I can't tell you don't kill them or you should kill them. I can't judge that, But we should think about, and we should think about and put ourselves in their place, and then think about how suffering is. That's I do. That's my own experience, Someone's suffering, I just think about me, because I love myself, right? Everybody loves their self. Someone's suffering, then I think, if this is me, then really I can feel. And then my compassion is really towards, not only myself, towards this person who are suffering. That's for me very, very strong. Sometimes people say, this suffering person, he has been my parents, my child. Not good for me that. That's very good, but for me, like, if this is me, then I really feel the suffering. So when you should think about it.
So a sentient being is all living things?
All living things, Sentient beings is huge, right? Of course, the animals and all these things were easy. Sentient beings. Also, sometimes like flowers, trees. Who knows? They have conscious or it's I don't know. So all living beings are really important and don't want suffering. Yeah. Is it clear? Sometimes I say happiness. Happiness. You like happiness? I have a neighbor and he doesn't like happiness. What he say? Happiness is not the correct word. He said love and kindness or something like that. When you hear happiness, you like it or we like it, right? Happiness, I think, yeah, good. So, where comes from happiness? Where comes from happiness?
Compassion.
Yeah, compassion. How?
Empathy.
Yeah. I mean, I just make sure you understand, like compassion comes from happiness, right? So which means like if you have a compassion, you don't want to really harm others, right? That's opposite of compassion. If you harm, no compassion. If you help, you have compassion. So if you help, for instance, if you help me, I love you. I will be very, very, I will think about all the time. Oh, that person is... So that makes me, happy. And also makes you happy. You help me, I will love you. That makes you happy. So compassion is really the sort of happiness. So in order to practice compassion, think about someone's suffering, and I will tell you this later. Sometimes people don't like think about suffering. But, okay, what time is it? Okay, we have 5 minutes. We should practice more. So these are, this time, if you are, of course, many of you understand how to practice about these things. But if you are beginner, new, you should keep in mind. So, and you should try to practice, okay? Like this kind of practice. And these are very good methods, and how to practice the compassion, how to practice these channels, how to practice focus on the breath, all this thing. You should keep, and then, this time I just give you some idea. Maybe you like, maybe you don't, That's okay. If you don't like, forget it and try to, find something else. And you should follow your nose. And if you like, you should try to meditate, So this time if you don't know how to practice, I just give you this teachings, Otherwise, we cannot much develop, in these 2 days. During the 2 days, that's difficult. But if you keep them mind and then try to more meditate, definitely. Maybe I will come here next year, and then maybe I will see you and how much change your mind and how much you understand, So we have, let's say, 1 year. 360 what? 5, okay, according to your calendar. 365, okay? So I give you 365, and then we'll see how much change. Otherwise, 2 days, very short, Maybe we can't find any experience, any develop, But I'm sure if you do this every day, at least 10 minutes, then you will find some change, when we'll see next year. So, one more practice. Make sure you understand, that's how to visualize 3 channels. These are actually very, very good. I don't know, maybe good for beginners, but this is, Vajrayana teaching. It's very good for, long-term goal. It's very good. So you should really understand very clearly. Do not misunderstand. Do not, practice this, if you are unsure. But
Eyes open or closed, or does it matter?
I think it depends you. Yeah, it depends,
When you're doing it, you're inhaling and you see the breath going down.
Yes.
And then does it start coming up the middle when you're exhaling?
No, exhaling actually 2 things, but right now I say exhaling, you should not really worry about exhaling.
So
You just breathe in, inhale, goes up, and then you focus on the sphere of light. You can visualize something in there. right now I just give you a sphere of light, right? But you can visualize here yourself, or visualize here something else, pictures or something. And then you just focus on that. This is how you develop your mind,
So inhaling makes that sphere of light bigger?
No, no, just inhale, goes down and up, and then gets the
You said it
Brighter,
radiates
brighter.
light.
radiates light.
Okay, so inhaling goes all the way over the ears, all the way down, and then comes back up in the center, and then the sphere of light gets brighter.
And the radiance goes.
And then how does the negativity go out of the body?
See, that's why I say there are many ways. If you want the light, the breath, your breath gets the sphere of light and then radiate, right? Okay, and then the lights coming from the sphere of light, whatever, and then goes out. The light, so many light, goes out, and if you want, you can offer in all the things, offer in to the Buddhas or whatever you believe, spiritual, God or whatever you believe, offer in, and then the light comes up back to your body, and then you got what you call blessings from the spiritual, and then purify all your negative emotions. You can do that. But last time I didn't tell you. Did I Did I tell? I know. But you can do that too. Or you can just radiate and then just diminish all your negative emotion.
And we don't try to correlate the exhale with any particular visualization.
You can do that too. Exhale when you inhale and then exhale. With exhale, you also visualize, purify your negative emotions, leaving your body. You can do that too. But usually I'm not focusing on your my exhale, just breathing like that.